Hey guys, and happy Valentine's Day. Pretty much we had a good day today, actually. Um, so this morning I received my state tax, which isn't that much. It's like $125, and I was like, since I got my money, he mentioned last night that he wanted to, take me out and get me flowers and whatnot. So I basically took him to I took him out. I had his grandmother watch Gabriel, and we went to go see Glass. And then afterward, we went to. Actually, we drove up there. We went and got Chipotle. I paid for that. He didn't have very much. He didn't really have any money, really. So we were pretty much broke. So when I got that, I was excited. I got Chipotle. That was our lunch, and then we went all the way down to his grandma's, which she lives a little bit of a drive. And then we dropped him off. at over there. And then we went and watched Glass. And then after that, we pretty much after it was done, we went back to get Gabriel, and pretty much we drove home. Well, he was driving the whole way. He was driving to the places, and so then I went and got 2 different meals because he wanted something that I didn't, and I wanted something he didn't. Because we were going to save our Olive Garden, because we were going to go to Olive Garden, that was the plan, but because he still had his gift card. And we decided not to. We decided to hold that off until, so I drove, because we had to switch cars anyway. We had to switch cars because, my car was pulled in and then hit, because we had to do that this morning where, because when I drive in the morning, I leave early. So, I had to drive, you know what I mean? I had to pretty much pull out my car, let him out, and then pull my car back in, and that way when we get home, he can pull his car behind me. Well, we had to pull back out, and we had to switch spots again. Well, I guess when we when we were switching spots so I can go get us food, he was backing up into the driveway, and I guess something happened where he didn't think he was close to our roommate's car. And some way he scratched it a little bit. It wasn't bad. Gabriel, honey, play with your toys. You're fine. I guess he scraped his car a little bit, which okay, our roommate, he blames us for everything, for everything. And that was from the theater. And he never asks for our side of the story. He'll just go and blame us. His girlfriend's car got keyed. He thought it was Tony. He keyed his car. His car gets keyed. He keys my car. He just keeps getting mad at everybody else around the house, and he's not realizing, we're not doing it. And, both their tires were popped one night, and he blamed Tony again. And Tony had no time to do this, because, what happened was he was coming home the night from Florida, and I was pulling, my van in so he can get in. And what happened was he got out, and he He literally was still in his car. By the time I was pulling back into the driveway, he was still in his car. And, like, sometime after that, like literally right when we pulled into the car, he goes over to their car and he's looking at their car tires. He's, like, looking at their car tires. He's like, babe, come here. And I'm like, what? I get out of the car, I park my van, whatever, I get out. And I walk over to the cars. I'm like, what? And he goes, do these tires look flat to you? And I look at him like, oh my god, yeah. So he walks right back inside and goes right upstairs, knocks on the door, and tells them that their tires are flat. He had the nerve, the roommate had the nerve to tell me that he knew for a fact Tony did it. And that he got it on camera. Like, bitch, where? Like, what camera? Like, you have to have permission to put a camera on somebody's property. Like what? So yeah. So basically, he sits there and blames us and says that, you know, we do shit like that. And he hasn't been talking because him and his girlfriend haven't really been talking to us because the other night, me and Tony got into it, and I didn't even slam the doors. I, barely closed them. And he, freaked the fuck out. And, now he's not talking. He hasn't been talking for, a few days now. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, bye. Nobody gives a shit. You can move out. So it's I don't even know. It's just annoying. So, but yeah, we had a pretty good Valentine's Day today. I had KFC, which I still have downstairs. And he had Arby's. Yeah, he had Arby's. And when I got back, you know, he was telling me about the car, and I'm like, oh my god. So I went out and checked, and I took a rag, and, I wiped off, all the paint that was, shown, that was there. And, he's dreading to tell him, because it's, every time we tell him something happened to his car, he always blames Tony, always. And I told Tony, I'm like, look, you know, just apologize. Just apologize. Even if we apologize, he does not give a shit. He does not give a shit at all. And it's you know, he just doesn't, he, always blames us for everything, but he won't leave. That just makes no sense. He won't leave, so... You know, I just think that's on his fault. That's on his, you know, he's an idiot for staying, if he thinks we're still doing all that shit to his car, so, oh well, it's whatever. But yeah, Glass was good, the movie was really good, didn't like the ending, but the movie was really good, and in all seriousness,
much better.
Yeah, I got all the trash pretty much out of here. But anyway, but yeah, the movie was pretty good. And so yeah, sorry, he cause we went to take out the trash, cause he had to go take out the trash, cause tomorrow's trash day. And he came in and checked to see if I got all the trash out, and I did. I made sure all the trash is out. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I will see you guys, possibly in another video. Bye.